A little bit there. Just in focus. There we go. Okay. Shut down. Hello and welcome to episode 0 of New Mistakes podcast. My name is Baltasar and I'm crazy excited about finally have pressing record and have everything ready to start making this podcast. Episode 0, what we're going to do is an introduction to what the topic of the podcast is about, what the structure is going to be, what are we trying to get out of this, what's the goal, and all the important stuff. You know, that's the episode that you want to watch and see, like, am I interested in this or nah? So I'm going to start with story. The year is 2028. Elon Musk, a real person, Elon Musk, the CEO of SpaceX, a real company, you can Google it. They're working on a rocket to send people to Mars. And not just send people to Mars like we went to the moon, just to play golf and take a selfie. They want to make a colony on Mars, like hundreds of thousands of people. And they're trying to do it before 2030. Or like in a decade or two, like soon, like tomorrow. So the story is 2028. There's 50 people living on Mars, like proper living in there. You know, like toilets and kitchens, and each one has the rooms. You know, living in Mars. One morning, someone doesn't show up. They go check her room, and they found her laying on the floor, naked, dead, and raped. Let's say, why not? So what did they do? You know, there's no jails. Let's pretend everybody knows who did it. But like, what did the Mars society is gonna do? What are we gonna do? Are we gonna replicate the same penitentiary system we have on Earth? Which would be locking this person in the room for 5 to 10 years so he learns his lesson, and then we just let him go and hope he's okay, hope he's cured. I don't know. Are we force him to go to therapy and pretend nothing happened and say he's a poor victim of whatever? He was very stressed. Are we gonna kill him in the public square so everybody sees, so we discourage that behavior? I don't know. Are we gonna rape him back? I don't know. I have my opinions, but that's not the show I want to do. I don't want to just come here and tell you what I think. What I want to do is to invite people who know more than I do, and invite them to think and to dream and to, you know, start from scratch, and invite them to think and to use their imagination, and invite the listeners as well. The audience, that's the word I didn't have, and invite the audience to also think and imagine and, you know, fantasize. What if you had to start, I don't know, an educational system from scratch? Would you do grade 1, grade 2, grade 3 and tests? I don't know. Like, I feel like when we came up with that system, we didn't know nearly as much as we know now about how to educate people and how to teach. So I feel like we inherit these systems and we kind of tweak it and adapt it to kind of meet what we need now. But we never sit down and redesign everything from scratch, right? And a colony in Mars is a perfect excuse to start from zero. Look, there's a lot of problems that we're going to encounter in Mars. And if you're interested, and I think it's very interesting, there's hundreds of videos on YouTube about Mars colony. Just type that down. But they all talk about the rockets, and they all talk about where we're going to land and how we're going to purify the ice water and how we're going to breathe and how the habitats are going to be built. Very interesting, very interesting. But they all focus on the future problems, the problems that we don't yet have. But what I'm more interested in is the old problems, the problems that we know we have and we haven't solved yet. I just don't want us to take them with us when we can sit down and think about it. Problems like kids starving to death, it's kind of important. Or like, how do we make sure everybody has access to the same opportunities? Or, how do we fix corruption or crime? I don't know, like big problems, That's what I'm more interested about. To make sure we look at the past 200 years, 500 years, and learn from what we did. Take the things that are valid and the things that helped us get here, and see if we could do better. I'm pretty sure we could. So that's the whole point: is to look at the past, learn from the past, and make sure we don't do the same mistakes we've just done. That's the name of the podcast, by the way. Let's make sure we do only new mistakes. So that's the introduction. We're going to pass to the notes now. That's why I'm kind of a dyslexic. So if I'm going to have a conversation of an hour or so, I'm going to need to take notes. And I hope that helps as well. When I watch Joe Rogan or any podcast which are lengthy, I kind of need something visual to know the topics or to know what they say, not to get lost, basically. So that's what I'm going to do, and I thought maybe it's helpful for some people. If this camera is working. Is it working? It's not working. Great. Wait. No. Here. There you go. Ta-da! It's the first episode. What do you expect? Everything to go flawlessly? It's not. Anyway, so what I thought was... I need to twist it a little bit. There we go. Okay. I was trying to make everything in one cut, but, it's my first time. And also this camera is giving me troubles. Can you read it? It says pillars, because I started and then I realized the camera wasn't working. So what I'm trying to do here is like a mind map of the topics that we're going to be talking about. And of course, you have to start with the pillars. What are the goals for that society? What are you trying to achieve? Because that's going to change drastically the decisions that you're going to take later on. Let's say if your goal is to make the richest society in the universe, then you're going to take some certain decisions towards one way. But if you want to do the happiest society, then you're going to take different decisions. Or if you're going to make the most fair society, then again, like the most fair, as in every decision that has to be taken, it's put out for a vote, and everybody has a vote. And where would you cut? I mean, because it's not fair for a 16-year-old to take a vote, but not a 15-year-old. So I don't know. See, like conversations like this, like out from scratch. Is this focusing? Okay, trust me, it says pillars there. So what are the goals of this society, basically? And here alone, we're going to have a few episodes, because that's a big part of it. Anyways, so from pillars, of course, we go to education, right? Because, everything is going to be tied to education. How do you teach people on Mars? Not only how, but like what? Like, what are you going to teach them? Like, and again, we come back to goals. Okay, so it depends on what you want, what kind of citizen you want is what you're going to teach him and how you're going to teach him. So like if you want factory workers, then you're going to teach them as factory workers, or if you want, I don't know, very creative people and very innovative people, then you're going to probably switch around your methods. So basically what we want, I think, from education, ideally would be someone who works and helps the community and helps the society in some sort of way, and then also to teach them to be happy, like to be okay, I'm answering a few questions, but whatever, just ignore me. We're gonna have episodes dedicated exactly to this and only to this, but I don't see who wouldn't say that. Like when you leave the education system, would you leave the education system? What if we make a system that follows you until you die? Of course, like you're not gonna go to school 9 to 5 for the rest of your life, but what if you stay in school like this? Like let's say you always have to go like every week for 2 hours for the rest of your life. And of course, the subjects will change, like you'll have how to be a parent 101, or how to make your will before you die 101. I don't know. But I don't know. Education, that's another topic and another few episodes in there. And yeah, from the education, then you go to jobs, right? And that's another thing, is what are going to be the jobs on Mars like? And I don't mean engineering wise, like I don't know, and I don't know anybody knows that, like we're going to get there and we're going to see what we need. But what I want to know is how are we going to put them in a hierarchy? Are we going to put it in a hierarchy? That's another question. That's another question. Because I was thinking like, make teachers and doctors like the number one job that people want to apply for. Because that's what you need the most, and that's the most important, I think. I mean, I just realized it's going to be hard to leave my opinions aside, but okay, let's say jobs is another one, like university jobs. Like, I don't think you should go to you should go to university to have a marketing job, like we should call it something else. Like one thing is the professionals that need a license to operate, like doctors and surgeons and engineers and stuff, like you probably want to make sure they do know what they're doing. And the other thing is like marketing and interior design. No offense, but like we should call it a different thing. Anyways, oh gosh, all right. No, but like honestly, do we put them all in the same place? That wouldn't be jobs anymore. That would be like the economic system, and that is gonna be a while, because that alone could be a podcast in itself, because obviously we're all gonna think about like socialist ideals, where everybody's equal and everybody gets the same amount of money. But then I don't know if that's the best idea. But I'm sure there's a lot of people that disagree with me. So like that would be very interesting, I think. And it would be a recurrent theme. You know, are we still gonna have hierarchies of pay? So like if you're the top engineer in Mars and you're someone who cleans the floors, are you supposed to get paid the same? I don't know. Are we gonna even have money? I mean, we could try without money, but then how would you? That's tough as well. Because then, um, what's the motivation to spend 17 years studying something if you're gonna make the same money as someone who didn't? I don't know. I don't want to say that money is the only motivation for to do stuff, but it's up there. It's if it's not the only one, it's the second one. Um, anyway, so again, economic system, capitalism, socialism, communism, anarchy. What we're gonna do, and how, and why. Um, then that goes again to the government. And how is that gonna be? Are we gonna vote for presidents? I don't. Okay, I'm gonna give you my opinion. I don't think, I don't think democracy really works. Like, I think, and I heard this somewhere, but I think democracy, the way we have it set it down, is just a popularity contest. You know, it's like who do you like better? Who makes better comebacks and better jokes and have more money to invest in the campaign? It's not like we're not choosing the best people to lead the country. We're just choosing whoever is there, and we don't choose based on what they're gonna do. We choose based on how we like them, So it's not, yeah, I'm not a fan, but I don't know what the other option would be, and that would be a few episodes as well, talking about that and why and how. And then on the other side of, like, not the hard stuff and economic stuff, but I would like the education system to give us healthy people and not just okay, I hope you don't see how I spell health. There you go. Yeah, you cannot see it. That's great. Anyways, so the health, and I'm not just, I don't mean just healthy like in the body, but like healthy mentally as well. I think that's something we're lacking from the education system. So like ideally, out of the education system, we would get someone who works and someone who contributes to the society, and also someone who's healthy physically and mentally. So, what do we do? Like meditation, or do we teach them about? How do we teach them? Oh, that's good. Like exercise and nutrition. So let's say nutrition, because in Mars, we're not gonna take cows to Mars, at least not at the beginning. So how are we gonna do that? Is everybody gonna be vegan? Can everybody be vegan? I don't know. I'm not a nutritionist. Can everybody be vegan? Or some people? I know, like Michaela Peterson can only eat meat. And there's some people that follow that diet. So that wouldn't be fair. But we cannot just ship cows, send cows from Earth or can we? For a few people that cannot eat anything else. I don't know, but I like these topics. You know what I mean? Like this is interesting to me. Because that would be like kind of, not racist, but kind of discriminatory. It's like, oh, you cannot eat. Oh well, we don't have any meat for you. We'll send you back. We'll send you back to Earth. But the thing is, like, if you're born in Mars, you cannot just come to Earth, because then the gravity is different. Anyways, I'm backtracking. See, that's why I need this, because otherwise I would just keep going. Yeah, so that's kind of okay. So another thing has to be like, I want to say equality, but it sounds kind of weird because people just take it the wrong way. But like, yeah, let's say equality. Equality as in everybody has the same opportunities and everybody gets the same. So that would be from, well, the economic system if we come, yeah, of course. Yeah, equality as in no discrimination. That's what I mean by equality. So like without discriminating towards anyone, regardless of anything, not only the color of the skin or their sexual preferences, but like anything, sexual preferences. How are we gonna teach? Sorry, this might be might be related, might not be related. Where do I put it? I put it here. What about religion? Are we gonna teach religion on Mars? Which religion are we gonna teach? Are we gonna teach them all, or none? That's tough. That is tough. What if your religion is based on war and conquer? Do we teach that? Do we have to? I mean, I don't know. And what about? This is a good one. What about? Oh, it would go to with jobs, but what about porn? Porn sex workers. Well, that's kind of tied to religion. But what about porn and sex workers? Is it going to be allowed? Where's the line? Where do your kinks meet illegality? We're going to just leave again, from nutrition, we can also go to drugs and alcohol. And it's kind of on the same wavelength. Are we going to allow that? Are we not going to allow that? Is everything going to be free? I mean, not free for money, but like free, like not illegal. And then, I don't know. Like, I really want to talk with someone who knows more than I do. I should start a podcast. Then these two, porn and sex workers and drugs and alcohol, they take me to privacy. Privacy. So, is everything that you do on Mars gonna be monitored? Because that would be an easy way to avoid crime. If you have cameras and microphones everywhere, then it would be really hard to have criminals. If you're gonna get caught. I don't know. Like if you ask me, would you be willing to live under continuous monitoring, but if someone rapes your child, we'll find him straight away? I don't know if I wouldn't change that. Like if someone breaks into your grandpa's house and beats him to death, we'll have him on film. You know, I don't know if I wouldn't give up my privacy if you. I don't know. Again, that's another conversation I want to have. Privacy versus security, let's say. Let's call it. And then from there, easy. You just go to penitentiary system again. Penitentiary. Is that how you spell it? Whatever. It's blurry. You cannot read it. Penitentiary system. And we go back to the same question we had, like what do you do with a murderer? And that goes again to the government. And that's a little nice mind map. From the first ideas, like this is the tip of the iceberg. Like I'm sure when I have a one hour conversation about education, then it's gonna have a bunch of things coming out of it. Yeah, I think so. I think I'm happy with this. And we have so we have pillars: education, equality, and privacy versus security in the middle, like in the trunk. That's cool. Yeah, I like it. Anyway, so this is gonna be the first tree on Mars. I'm gonna put it in a capsule and send it. So we're gonna call it the Martian tree. It looks like a tree, right? I was trying to make it look like a tree. Yeah. Anyways, so that's what I want the podcast to be about. I hope you find it interesting. I find it interesting, and if you do, somewhere over there, it's the Instagram and the YouTube channel and Clubhouse, because I want to talk to people. I don't just want to talk to experts. I want to talk to anyone, really, like anyone who doesn't think like me, or anyone who has an interesting point of view. Like I don't know, an ex-convict. I would talk to him and ask him what his vision would be for a fair penitentiary system, or a functional, something that meets their goal. Anyways, so that was episode 0. That was the introduction to the whole idea and the whole podcast. I hope you find it interesting. I hope you engage, because I am 100% interested in listening to your opinions. You can find me on Instagram, New Mistakes Podcast, and of course the comments on YouTube, and Clubhouse as well. Clubhouse is New Mistakes Pod, because it was too long, but you'll find me. And yeah, let's have conversations, and let's brainstorm, and let's make sure we only make new mistakes. Wait, I didn't like that. So yeah, let's talk, and let's brainstorm, and let's discuss, and let's make sure and let's make sure we make only new mistakes.